Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Logical Heroes. I'm Mitch, aka Rollbacchus.
I'm Trevor.
And today, we just finished episode 1 of Miss Marvel. Pleasantly surprised, in my opinion. I'll let you talk in a sec.
Yeah.
I did not expect... I thought I was going in thinking I was going to hate it. That's the easiest way to say I think I thought I was going to hate it. And I didn't. Mm-hmm. At the end of it, I have a bunch of reasons why I actually did enjoy it more than I thought I did. There's a few things that I didn't like. But before we get all started into that stuff, Jared, do you want to give a little recap before what you thought until we get into the real...
No, I'm kind of with you where I didn't expect anything really from this.
Yeah.
I thought it was just going to be just dumb and not enjoyable at all and too kiddie for my taste now, especially after seeing everything we've seen, and I don't know, I just thought it was actually a lot more watchable and actually fun at times and kind of interesting, and I was kind of happy with it. There, like Mitchell said, there was parts that I also didn't like too much. But yeah, before we get into it, anything else to say?
No, but before we get started, guys, if you could drop a like and subscribe down below, it'd be greatly appreciated. We're bringing you content almost every day of the week. And this is going to be coming out every Wednesday. We're going to be doing a review for this series just because the amount of content that we are putting out through the week. We don't have much time to actually do a reaction and edit and all that stuff without it coming out later down the road. So we're going to do this instead. But let's just get right into it. Right off the start, I got nervous. I was like, I think this is going to be childish, cringy, like you said. I didn't think I would find it funny. I thought it was going to be even at the beginning, the first thing that I said, or the first 5 minutes, I'm like, this kind of feels like a family channel movie with $1 billion budget, right? Mm-hmm. That's how I was kind of taking it at the beginning. But as the episode developed and it showed more of, the one thing I was surprised, I didn't realize I was going to like Kamala Khan. I thought she was going to come off very childish.
Yeah, she was like fun to watch, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't too childish and cringy. In a sense, she's like a YouTuber just like us. She likes nerdy shit like us. She's just younger than us. We're adults now, but and it was cool seeing that. I liked most of the other characters as well, besides the mother.
Yeah, she's
but
it's not
because she's a bad actress or anything. It's because the character is annoying,
Yeah.
That's kind of not to say their moms are annoying, but in that culture, the moms are very strict, and they don't want them to be doing things that don't really reflect good on their culture. So it makes sense, and it's kind of interesting seeing that from that side that I'm clearly not used to seeing.
We never had that growing up. We never had to deal with that.
If you can't see on the camera, we're both white, very white. Little different.
It is, but that's the thing. We didn't dive really into, because there's going to be definitely she's Pakistani, right? Yeah, Pakistani. So they didn't really dive into it. There are more scenes that we saw, like little cuts and stuff on YouTube. So we'll be seeing a little more about her religion, because I'm not gonna pretend like I know anything about what her religion is or what they do or how things work. I'm not gonna pretend on that. It's really interesting. I think it's a good idea that they brought in, and the thing is it made me interested, right? It's a different piece that I didn't know if everyone was gonna to love it and stuff. I thought it made her more interesting than just having a plain 16-year-old girl.
Yeah,
right.
And, you know what else I liked is when it's parts that are kind of slower, or parts that maybe you and me aren't most interested in.
Yeah,
they have the really cool art style, the way they shot this, and the animation in the background that they do, which is really cool. And I kind of not to say it's exactly like it, but it reminded me of Scott Pilgrim with the way they did all the shit, wow, pow, all the shit in the background. So
things are happening. It's going with what when they're going to the convenience store, she's getting to the convenience store, and the signs and everything are kind of showing what's going on in the back. There's also little things as they talk or they're explaining a story, right? You'll have it on the side of a school or whatever she was walking past.
They were texting and stuff, and you were seeing the emojis on the lights of buildings and stuff, and it's just really a joy to just see visually. So that was cool.
It was different. It was a lot different than what a normal Marvel TV series or movie would feel like. It felt very different, but not in a bad way. I guess we can kind of say that it was. Like, it's definitely more of a childish feel, 100%. I'm not going to say that, no, it felt like just a straight up Marvel anything. It's a very different feel than I've seen anything they've made so far. And
For sure.
I still have that little bit of that little piece of me that's, how is this going to fit in to the MCU kind of thing? It's because the thing that really got me about the show, because we'll get into the stuff that I sort of didn't like, the feel of it is a little too different. Not saying that it's not enjoyable, but if you were to take that feel away, let's put her into another TV series, let's say Loki or something like that. I don't know if she'd fit. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if she would fit in that field, because I think of her being a teenager and kind of like the childish kind of feel you get through this. Like, she's a 16-year-old teenager going through teenager shit. Things that we've all been through way back. Well, Jesus Christ, that was 10 years ago. I know. So it's like, it's if you're not a teenager, I can understand why people say, like, this doesn't pertain to me, or I can't really connect with it. I probably could connected this 100% when I first got into Marvel, right?
Oh, yeah.
When we were like 14 years old, I could have definitely watched this with like ease and actually connected with all the things that she's going through and her friends are going through. But it's more or less like that might be a problem come, what is it, the Marvels? Is that what they're calling the new Captain Marvel movie? Like, it's going to be interesting to see how they integrate her into a different kind of feel, rather than a girl in high school. You'll be put into like, I hate this word because she said it so many times, like a cosmic kind of thing where you're in space with Captain Marvel and stuff. And it's like, how are you going to fit her in there without taking away the feel? Like, because it's a special feel this TV show has. It's a lot different, and I think it really works with what they're trying to do. But I think without it, I don't know. I think they did something special here, and it actually ended up working well, and I don't know how well it would go with something else.
They do plan to have her in movies and stuff, but I'm hoping that she gets a lot of character development quickly, and like she kind of gets out of this like kiddie phase, and like, because she's been wanting to be a hero. She's been like fantasizing it for a while, and it kind of looks like once she gets past this shock value, hopefully she gets a lot of character development this series, and then we're like, okay, you know, like a few years go by, and then she's more capable for like Avenger type stuff, and it fits more.
Yeah.
But yeah, to do this style into Avengers, it wouldn't work. It'd be way too kiddie.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You take it out, all of a sudden, I don't know if it would work if you take her out of this kind of atmosphere that they're using. So that's the only thing that I'm a little worried about. But like, we've already talked about all the stuff that we enjoyed. I think most of the stuff we enjoyed. The characters, I enjoyed the brother, the father, her friend slash I think there's a love interest there. I don't know, I thought it was. We'll see what happens when this we'll see what happens. But we can get into a little bit of the bad stuff, or not the bad stuff, the stuff that I just didn't really care for, which is not a lot, which I'm really surprised by. I was like, I have a funny feeling this is gonna be kiddish, like cringy. I don't think it's gonna fit, and I'm like, I think I'm not gonna like this at all. And I actually came out being like, I have a few nitpicks in it, but like, I don't know, like, I don't have that much bad things to say. Like, the one thing I can't say, I don't like the story, because we don't really have a story yet. The story right now is her wanting to be a teenager. That's literally all it is. There is nothing else. There's an after credit at the end. I have zero idea. I don't know much about this character other than what has been portrayed in the Avengers video game and until now. I've never read the comics, don't know anything about it. But that's the one thing. I don't know where this story is going, and I think it's 6 episodes, is it not?
I'm assuming, because that's been their style lately.
Yeah, so do you have anything to say on the story, or there's not much to say about it, to be honest. They're not there yet.
No, it's just teenager stuff, dealing with her mom, and then at the end she gets her power, and so that's all we got so far.
Yeah.
The only scene I didn't really like is when she got her power. I just thought that, like, Mitch, you were laughing too. It was kind of dramatic how the Ant-Man head like had so much like power and just kept rolling through things. I didn't get it. Or whatever. They're trying to make an excuse to show her power and save someone.
They use chaos.
Yeah. But besides that, pretty good episode, and I'm kind of curious now like they got me. Now I'm curious to see what happens next. So
yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's I like, to me, I don't know where the story's gonna go. I can't really say too much. I can't say I loved it. I can't say I hate it, because they just didn't give a lot this episode other than showing you who she really is, which I think was actually pretty good. I'm actually pleasantly surprised on this. I'm glad, because I really thought this could be a like a big screw up. I wasn't sure where they're gonna go with it, but
I'm just happy we didn't just ignore it completely. You know, I'm happy we gave it a chance.
yeah,
It's like, you know, you're not. Sometimes you got to try things that you don't actually like fully like are into. You got to try different, you know, styles. But so far, this one's been pretty enjoyable.
Yeah,
So.
and the only really other critiques I could think of maybe is just like, I don't care about teenage crap. That's really the only other thing. I don't care. Like, I don't care about like this like girl that she's getting like somewhat bullied by. Like,
And to be fair, we have already been through it with Spider-Man.
yeah,
so
yeah, that too.
we've seen it, so it's like now to see another character go through that with a character that's not as popular, it's harder to grip. But they're doing a good job so far.
Yeah, 100%. And I don't really think there's much other than to say that's what we disliked, because it wasn't that bad. Like, I'm kind of surprised, and I'm happy, and I'm excited for the next episode to see where it kind of goes with. And if I was to give it a number by the end of this, I would have to say that I would give it a 7.
For this first episode,
Yeah.
I give it a 7 too. Sorry to copy you, but that feels right.
I don't think I can go higher. I don't think I can really go lower. Maybe 6.5 if I was like I was angry today.
It's only because it's not like really my like cup of tea, like, you know, style. If it was something else and this is my favorite character, I'd be like, yeah, they killed it.
Yeah,
because it is really well done.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just not my favorite thing, but
they need to
7.
push though. They definitely need to keep pushing forward with this. They need to make a good story. They have to develop some stuff in this, because you can't stay in this arena for the whole season. You really have to push this, because once you start just repeating or doing the same episodes and over again, and we don't get development, the scores start dropping for me. But for right now, as episode 1, I'm going with 7. And I think that's good enough for me.
Yeah, say the same, buddy.
So I hope you guys enjoyed today's review of Miss Marvel episode 1. We're going to be bringing you guys these reviews every week on Wednesday nights. And we'll be sure to give our opinions and everything that we got to say. But before we leave, guys, like I said at the beginning of the video, if you could drop a like and subscribe down below, it'd be greatly appreciated. Like I just said, we're bringing it every Wednesday. And we also got Discord, Instagram, and Twitter down below as well if you guys want to join that.
Hello.
Come and talk to us. Come and ask us questions. We're always prepared to answer anything you guys want to know. Until next time, guys. See you later.